Splurge Creams, Splurge Creams. We're gonna do stuff with Splurge Creams. 'Cause these are my favourite things. Okay, so I'm not gonna win X Factor, but I can't promise not to sing to you ever again, so sorry. Anyway, I got some Splurge Creams, and I got some new ones, and then I got some more, and actually let me show you this. These are my Splurge Creams. I have 7 out of 9 of them. I really hope that worked because all I did was like turn my iPad upside down and can't see a thing. But I've got some colours that I've not tried out yet. Just opening them all to find them. So I will do it with you. This one is Fickle. This is probably the darkest one that I have. The rest are more kind of sparkly and subtle. This one is Charming. Like a nice mint green, and I have not tried these two yet. The rest I have had on, but I will show you a few more anyway. Okay, let's go! So I'm going to start with Charming, which is, oh, that was bad. It actually like came out completely, and there's bits of it in there. Just gonna squish it back in. It's fine. I rescued it. So it's kind of like a spongy mousse texture. So like that came out in a clump, and I could just like pick it up and stick it back in and squish it down. So these are the Splurge Creams. I'm gonna hold it at an angle. They are £21 each, and you get this little jar of it. And when you put it on, like I said, it's like a moussey texture. You only really need like this much. This is probably too much. So this is the Splurge Cream Shadow brush that you can get to go with it, or you can put it on with your fingers, whichever you prefer. I like the brush. And then you just like put it on just like an eyeshadow. Ooh, this one's nice. Ah, I like this one. It's a nice, soft colour. You can almost not see it from a distance, so you can probably layer that up. It's very sparkly. So with the Splurge Creams, they are all shimmer. They have crushed pearls in them to make them shimmery and sparkly. And if you don't wear them with a primer, you can occasionally end up with sort of glitter down here. But, you know, glitter gets everywhere no matter what you do with it, so c'est la vie. Okay, this one is Fickle. And this is, like I said, it's much darker. And when you use the brush, all you do to clean it is you take it in like a tissue or a cotton pad, squeeze, pull. And that's it. You just take all the excess off like that. And I'm using this out of the lid because it is brand new. And look, I'm using that much. That's it. Some people like put it on their hand and then put it on. But I think like then you end up with makeup on your hand and then you have to wash it off, and then that's like a waste. So I think that's, I don't know, it's not for me. Let's try this. You can layer the Splurge Creams. Oh wow. I was going to do like my lid with it, but actually wearing that like a liner is quite nice. Ooh. I may have accidentally just found my new favourite eyeshadow combination. I really, really love these. And that is such a gorgeous colour. Look at that, and look how nicely it goes on as a liner as well. Wow, let's try this. A little bit of glitter underneath. And then just a little bit of blending. As if I know what I'm doing. Huh. Christmas night out look right there. The other thing you can do, like I said, is you can layer them up. You can also put pigments over them. When you use it out of here, I'm just going to do some nice subtle colours to show you that as well. You've got to kind of mix it in, don't just take it from the top, because when it gets exposed to air, like it starts to dry out. So if you just keep taking it from the top, all the stuff underneath is going to end up a bit dry. I learned this from Sherry Brown, who is amazing. She's like my idol. So you've got to kind of like mix it a bit, which messes with my OCD because I like to like start at one side and work my way along. This one is Elegant. It's really, really pale gold colour and I have way too much of it on. I got distracted mixing it, telling you all about it, and I needed like half this much. It was supposed to be subtle. But there you see how you can put on loads and layer it up and it gets dead sparkly. This could be a Christmas look as well. And it does kind of like subtle itself out if you keep doing it. I'm just going to take a little bit of that off. And then I have this one, which is Tenacious, which is a much darker gold. And then I take a tiny, tiny bit. That's probably too much actually as well. Tiny, tiny, tiny bit. And I've not bothered cleaning the brush because I'm putting basically the darker version of the same colour on, so that's fine. And I just kind of do the lid with it. And then you just blend it up a bit so you've not got that like line, you know, lid and crease. And that has come out very sparkly because I put far too much of it on. But you can also add the pigments over it as well to give it a bit more of a matte colour. I'll just put, this is Adorable, which is the gold pigment that came in July's Kudos. You can now buy it on its own as well. I'm going to take the deluxe brush and just take a tiny, tiny bit of that and put it there. And what this does is it just kind of gives a bit of a gradient, you know, like from the dark gold into this, into like the pale gold of the Elegant. So you can do so much with them, and I absolutely love them, and they're gorgeous on, and they last all day. I did like a Halloween fairy face, so just covered myself in glitter, and it was amazing. You can, you know, draw flowers and things with them for Halloween and parties and for kids things, because they're all mineral based, so they're good for sensitive skin as well. Add pigments, layer them up, like multiple colours. A lot of them come in pairs. You've got like the pale green and the dark blue, you've got the pale gold and the dark gold, you've also got the different shades of purples. So you've got like a nice pale purple and a much darker purple. It's dainty and noble. And these are just my favourite things, and I absolutely love them. And that was just a quick sort of how-to. I really like that. So, squirrel! A bit of a how-to on how the Splurge creams work. So I hope you enjoyed it, and the link is below if you want to try them out for yourself.